Go, go, oh, go, go, oh, go, go, oh.
That made a whooshing noise when I sat down. In this episode of Go Go Chateau, today's episode of Go Go Chateau. Oh my God, there's hair in my face. Just realized my mic wasn't plugged in. I hope you can't hear the lawnmower next door. It's Sunday and that's what happens. Today's episode of Go Go Chateau begins in the picturesque village of Chinon, where my Joan of Arc obsession is sparked. Then I head north to Chateau de Maurier, where YouTube star Bonjour Louis is also staying. What? So crazy. More on that later. It's okay. I didn't know who he was either.
You would achieve your dream here.
I guess if you're not, in your 20s, how would you know? Then I do a lap around Le Mans, come back to Chateau de Maurier to meet the Chatelaine Chiara, where we do a joint interview with Karen from the Dream French Properties Instagram account.
Without further ado, I'm going to invite them in. Hi!
You can't make this stuff up. Let's go. Heading into Chinon, which is allegedly one of the most beautiful villages in the region. So that's interesting to me. Oh, look at that beautiful chateau. They are bicycle crazy here in France, always behind cyclists, it seems.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Oh, Google Maps, thank God for you. Lovely.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Now I need to find a place to park where I can find my car again. That's my biggest concern, is losing track of where I parked and not being able to find my way back. Okay, this doesn't seem too bad. I can navigate this. I was gonna pay at a meter, couldn't really figure it out. So Googled free parking in Chinon, and there's a lot at the Joan of Arc statue. Hi, Joan.
Okay, is it just me or is this like a dude?
And then I had to pee really bad again. Traveling with a tiny bladder is proving to be an issue. And I Googled public bathrooms, and they're right here. I love a walking street. I look at everything with a photographic eye. The texture and the tone and the architecture is what intrigues me the most about France, I think. Chinon is just beautiful. There's so many beautiful details.
Everything just looks like Beauty and the Beast. I keep hearing Belle. Very tiny little door.
Okay, maybe 5, 6. As you can see from the footage, I parked near the Joan of Arc statue. She's literally everywhere in France. Joan of Arc slept here. There was a battle here. There was some connection to her. France identifies so strongly with Joan of Arc. I think that's pretty beautiful. I'm not a historian, definitely not someone that's interested in the history of war. However, I do love a female badass story, and this is as good as it gets. So Joan was a peasant girl, could not read or write. At 13, had a vision where Archangel Michael told her that she was to lead France. There had been a prophecy that there would be a virgin who led France to victory, and she fit all the criteria. At 17, she led an army to recapture Orleans and then stood next to King Charles VII at his coronation. She donned male attire, cut her hair really short. So basically, she's the OG badass. She loses a few battles, and pretty soon she's captured and she's burned at the stake as a witch, because of course she's a chick, that's what's gonna happen. She captured the hearts and minds of the people. The French never believed that she was a witch or heretic. They believed her to be a vehicle of God. 20 years later, the Inquisition was reopened and annulled. And then 500 years later, she is canonized and becomes a saint. So the idea of her is so deeply ingrained in the French ethos. It's fascinating. I need to learn more. So it had some text exchanges with Chiara, the chatelaine of Chateau de Maurier. She gave me very specific instructions, and my GPS still sent me in circles. So it took me a minute. Lost the internet, no network, so I'm resorting to the GPS in the car. Could work, not sure, it's been sketchy. Hopefully I won't get too lost. Got internet back. I told it to avoid tolls because I'm nervous about figuring it out. Now I'm gone through villages, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, I feel a little anxious about it. Why do I get so anxious? I'm doing this trip like kind of fearlessly, and yet at the same time, just even getting off a main road makes me panic a little bit. It's raining. Doesn't stop the bikers though. He's got kind of a wide, he must have some chafing. That poor guy, there was some chafing, I could tell. He looked like he was in a lot of pain. Look at this sweet little bridge out of nowhere.
Turn left. Turn right.
Dear. Fucking hell, scary. So. About to turn en route to Chateau.
Rue du Chateau.
And then I'll follow the Airbnb instructions on how to access the property.
Turn right.
Apparently it's 250 acres.
Keep right at the fork. Then, turn right.
Right. Fork.
Turn right.
Okay. Over. Copy that.
In 1,000 feet. Turn left.
Turn here. Her instructions were as clear as they could be. The GPS in these rural areas will definitely take you for a ride.
Turn left. Then, turn left.
Really, Google? I think so.
The red door.
Oh my God. Wow.
Destination right.
Seriously? Oh, okay. There's the big red gate. When I arrived and I actually saw the red gates, I was like, oh, that's what she was talking about. This is the road you come down. The front of the chateau is just right at the road. Music, beautiful alleyways. Stables. Chateau dog. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to afford something like that, but a girl can dream, can't she? Chateau de Maurier is the vibe I want. It's the time period, 19th century. It has spires and slate roof. It's tuffeau stone. It's that white color. It has balconies. It's gorgeous. And that stone staircase when you first walk in is epic. It's beautiful, but it doesn't feel so big that you're like, hello, hello. It's not echoey at all. It's big, but it doesn't feel overwhelming. So here's my room at the end of the hall. So sweet. And the only other people staying here today, look at this view, are these young kids shooting some video content. There's a prince somewhere around here too. There's the hat of the costume.
I am a princess. The princess.
How cute is that? It just inspires creativity. Look at this view. I mean, it's incredible. Bonjour Louis was there, who's a French YouTube star, and his girlfriend, and they were shooting some content for their channel. You getting some B-roll?
Yeah, exactly. Never too much B-roll.
Oh my God, I'll say. You always end up with not enough.
Yeah, I always regret shit when I have a shot of that one.
This is Bonjour Louis. Bit of content here at the castle.
Exactly. Nice gimbal.
Dance, 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 you and me gotta go.
Okay, let's talk about Le Mans. I'd known of Le Mans from the 60s movie with Steve McQueen in it. They have raced there every year, and I wanted to see it. Obviously, it was close by. Mons is 23 miles. Too much shit on the windshield. I think everyone in Le Mans thinks they're in the race. Here I go. Come on. It's my turn. 5-point roundabout. 5 points. Getting off on. Not that one. Not that one. This one, I hope.
Exit the roundabout.
Okay. Not gonna lie, I love the roundabouts. I love the roundabouts. So much easier than sitting at a stoplight. Doesn't stop anything. People just keep moving. Much more industrial, and obviously very car-centric. Makes sense. Oh, look at that. Speed racer. I don't know, this is where they do the race itself. I need to check that out. It's amazing what just a few days behind the wheel in a foreign country, you start to get used to it. You're not freaking out. Oh.
Slight right. Then, turn right. Turn right. Then, continue straight.
Let's try this again, doing a lap. Not really ever sure which streets I could go down in these old parts of town. They're so narrow, so I just end up leaving and then trying to find zero parking. Losing track of my car when I park it in one of these medieval villages, I don't know, it makes me so nervous. So I literally take pictures of everything around on my way from the car to the town, so that if I had to do a little Red Riding Hood, retrace my step with breadcrumbs situation, I could do it. My GPS in these places, I guess because of all the stone, it's usually pointing me in the wrong direction. So I've literally walked in circles for hours trying to find my way back to my vehicle.
Parking Republic on Place de la République is 7 minutes away. Did you want to add that stop?
No. Find the closest parking.
Got it.
Found myself in another underground parking structure.
I drove in, I parked, I started to make my way out. I was taking pictures of the elevator and the escalator and all the things.
Went to get out of the car and make my way out of the parking garage, and I just was too afraid I wasn't going to be able to find my way back. So, oh my God, I'm such a scaredy cat.
Here I am again, the paranoia of parking in France.
So I'm going back to the chateau.
Prior to this trip, I'd been in contact with Karen from the Dream French Properties Instagram account, which was my absolute favorite, Chateau porn that I call it. And she reached out at the beginning of my journey
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
and said, hey, I'd love to do an Instagram live interview with you. I think that my follower would appreciate knowing how you're going about this. So I'd never done an Instagram live, so I wasn't sure how it even worked.
How do I flip the camera from here? Oh, there we go. Yeah, voila. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to do that by myself. So I reached out to Chiara. I asked her, would you be interested in doing this interview? And she immediately just said, sure. I'm like, really? She goes, yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. We can do it.
Chiara on the right, is that right? Am I pronouncing your name right?
Yes, Chiara, perfect.
So I pitched that idea to Karen. She was like, that's great.
Without further ado, I'm going to invite them in. Here we go. So, yay, this is fantastic. I mean, this is just incredible that we've got two accounts on one line. I understand you bought your chateau 3 years ago, and we've got Morgan on the left, who is starting out on her journey. Would you like to tell us a little bit about where you are on your journey, Morgan?
Yeah, sure. Well, today I'm at Chateau de Maurier, which is incredible.
And I was sweating. I was so nervous.
Have you got a plan in terms of even the regions that you're wanting to explore?
Well, I mean, I have spent, I think, a considerable amount of obsessive time online from the States. Nothing compares to actually being here, though. You have this idea of, okay, the Loire Valley, that's where the highest concentration is because of the proximity to Paris. So those are kind of general things that I know, and I've narrowed it down somewhat in that I tend to gravitate more toward this kind of architecture.
Yeah, we just did this really nice, I think it was like 90-minute interview.
Chiara, you have a fabulous chateau. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Karen.
Thank you. Take care.
Chateau de Maurier really is a stunning property. I don't know how many acres that they have, but it's a vast property. The grounds are stunning, and they have a beautiful lake, swans. They have horses grazing, they have sheep, they have a little orangery that they're restoring. They're putting in a swimming pool too. That's going to be beautiful. And the front of it is accessible from the village. Now, again, I won't be able to afford something like that unless it's pretty much a ruin. Okay, universe, bring it. This is what I want. Very close. I'm gonna manifest something very close, people. I'm committed to it. Obsessed with it. Of course, Chiara's like, it's a lot of work, Morgan. I'm worried about you doing it by yourself. What else am I gonna do, people? Right? Am I right?